Good morning. It's Monday, July 5th, 2021. My name is Terry Morgan and we're here to practice Wudang Taiji. Yeah, my car is in the garage. My car's broken. It's bad. And I got it home and I left it alone yesterday. It's not going to get any better if we leave it alone. It's just, I wasn't going to deal with it yesterday. And so I decided that for this week, today and tomorrow, we will be in this studio. One of the things that is possible right now, and I talked about this last week, is that once we get past this first section, Wudang Taiji starts moving. We go. We go. So what we're going to do this week is everything up to the point that we start going. Anything that I can do in this space, and there's a bit that I can do, and we're going to work on it today. And then next week, I have to have gotten the car fixed, all right? So there's that. It's a 20-year-old car. Fingers crossed, maybe I get to replace it sometime soon. Right now, I just need to get it fixed. And here's to me learning how to do it. Cheers. There's always something. There's always something. All right. Excuse me. Start with simple stretch. And then I'm going to work through a little bit what we're going to do today. And I'm probably going to have to move that chair out of the way. All right. So, feet about shoulder width apart. Stand straight. Pull up through the crown of the head. Bend the knees a little bit. Shoulders down and relaxed. Open the arms. Fingers down to your sides, wiggle the fingers. Extend fingers down and circle to the front. Hands back around to both sides. Circle. Pull up along the center line. Reach out. Extend over the legs. Bend the knees. Roll up through the back. Reach up. Again. Reach out. Keep the arms rounded and extended. The arms are moving. They're just moving with your body. Right? Open the shoulders. We want to use them. They should be open. Extend. And drop the elbows. Hands return to your sides. All right. Relax for just a second. I had other plans, actually. I did. I had other plans. 这我们可以说是缘分 means fate or the fortune, right? So, and it can be either, right? You can have something that happens that's good fortune. You can have something that's bad fortune. Most of the time, there's a way to find something that you can turn to be good out of whatever it was that's bad. So, I wasn't going anyplace yesterday. I spent most of yesterday working on some things that I probably wouldn't have gotten done otherwise. Something good. Alright, Wudang Taiji from the beginning. Watch one time. Yeah, that should be okay. I'm thinking out loud here today. Stand straight. Just watch. We're going to turn around. I'm going to start on the other side when we go through this, right? Turn and down. Right? I haven't really moved too much from where I started. Now I start to move. Alright, lock to cover. Get started. Stand straight, feet to get that in. Just for paying attention to it. I'm working in a smaller space, right? So there are some limitations that come from that smaller space, right? That it's the same as you're in a small room, you move to a larger room, you move to outside, you can feel more open, you can feel the space outside. I mean, I can. Outside versus a large room versus a nice room versus a smaller room versus a small room. That space also helps to define how we move through it. So if I'm in a larger space, my movements may become slightly larger, more expansive to take advantage of the space that I have. If I'm in a smaller room, my movements could be more constrained, because the space that I have doesn't give me that sense of I can really open this up. There are advantages and disadvantages to both. Okay? I'm in a smaller space today versus what I'm going to be in next week versus last week. So you will see that. You will see that change in how I move. It's going to be there. All right? And the floor, I talked about this before, the floor out in the other room is concrete, okay? It's been painted, but it's worn enough that it's not that slick, but it's still got it's got less resistance, let me put it that way, than the nice carpet does, okay? There'd be a similar comparison to a hardwood floor. Hardwood floor versus concrete floor versus carpet. Okay? Each surface has its own limitations and there are things that it contributes. Right? So on concrete, I have to be careful that my step is well placed and is well planted so that my foot does not slide. On carpet, it's way harder to slide my foot in those spots where I would like to be able to slide my foot. So I have to be more deliberate about it. Pay attention. Stand straight. Feet together. I'm going to step over here just a little bit. Alright, yeah. Stand straight. Feet together. Pull up through the crown of the head. Relax the back, relax the shoulders. Relax the breath. Breathe in. Salute. Pull up through the center. Relax the breath. Open the back. sink onto the right, turn to the left, press the heel out, turn to center, pull the right toes in, press the heel out, turn to center, turn, left side, up, across, and down. Come to center, press up, turn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn the toes, pull down, push, and pull down. Other side, step, push, shift back, 1, 2, 3, pull down, turn to the other side, turning palm, turn to the front, 1, 2, 3, circle, double punch, shift, right leg, step under, and circle, stay there. All right. As I step through, again, we talk about smaller space. Right here, I have plenty of room. This is how you control your form. All right? It matters. Advanced class, as I step through, right here, step, put it down, step through and under. What if I don't have that space? I didn't. There's not really. I'm almost out of the frame here. I don't have but a couple of steps here. So, how do you control that? Watch where my foot goes. Right foot, put it down, and step. All right. Instead of continuing the step, which is what I should do, right? I put my foot down pretty much where I came from, pretty much in the same spot. So, if my right foot was here next to my left foot, I put it down pretty much right next to the left foot, under myself instead of stepping forward. Okay? Do this again. Pay attention to your step. Stand straight, feet together. Relax. Salute. Breathe. Breathe naturally. Breathe in. And breathe out. Relax. Breathe in. Shift all the way to the right. Breathe out. Sink. And relax the breath. Just breathe. Don't worry about it right now. We'll work on it more tomorrow. And up on the left, down on the right. Center. Press up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And down. Shift back. Right side and down. Turn. Left side. Shift back. 1, 2, 3. Down. Up. Out. Turn to the front. 1, 2, 3. Circle. Double punch. Pull in. Dragon and tight. Step under. Hands strum the lute. All right, relax for a second. I'm getting coffee. The next couple of moves have some turns, right? You go one direction to another. And so I'm going to show this from a couple of different angles so that you'll be able to see it, and we're going to do it. Alright, so from here, I just stepped up, hand strung the loop. Shift forward, circle, elbow, turn, hold the ball, 1, 2, 3, shift back, Han, Lu, Chi, An, cloud hands. 双腕手, it's double cloud hands. 单腕手, single cloud hands. Yeah, yeah. Alright, so as we turn here, hand strum the loop, shift forward, 1, 2, 3. Elbow goes. This goes. Right? No. Keep it at your own level. Right? And the hand comes out. One, 2, 3, 4. And step through. Okay? Other side. We're here. 1, 2, 3, and step through. Alright. The front foot turns as we move. I'm here. Right here. As I set to go back, the heel on my front foot turns. That gives me, and it may not look like it from the angle that I'm at, but it gives me a very solid stance. I then turn back. As I come back around, it just that much. It's not a lot. No. Just enough. It's just enough to open the leg through the hip and create the opportunity for the leg and the hip to work together and not be stuck against each other into that stance, right? It's enough. Not too much, not too little. It's too little, you won't be able to turn, it's going to feel awkward. It's too much, you'll turn too much, it's still going to feel awkward. You want it to feel well balanced. Okay? Hip needs to be open. Hand strum the loop. On the right foot, left heel, left hand up. Shift forward, push the left foot down as you shift forward. Right hand over the left wrist. And turn. Shift back, 1. Right hand comes under the left, 2. Get your foot ready and turn. 3. Circle. Turn the heel back. Come on around. Step up. Heel. Toes. Don't keep that hip open. And ward off. Turn the back heel. Alright? Those little movements, and as we turn that heel, it needs to be not raised like this, but just enough that you can move it. Okay? So your foot's flat here. My foot's flat, I've got weight on my heel, I've got weight on my toes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to let the heel up just a little bit, keep the weight on the toes, and allow this to slide. All right? It's a little bit. We have, more coffee. We have, that's not what I was going for. We have the expression, 4 ounces can deflect 10,000 pounds. This is an adage from the classics in Taiji. And in Taiji lore, right, the idea that 10,000 pounds is just infinite amount, whatever it is, right? And 4 ounces is that little tiny amount of force that's applied at the right time in the right place to do exactly what we need it to do. In this case, what I'm talking about is just that little bit of change. Just that little tiny bit, that little 4 ounces, it's not even 4 ounces really, right? That little tiny change that releases, that lets the weight come off the heel so that your heel can move. Hand strum the lute. Right foot back. Shift forward. Turn. Get ready. And turn. Turn hand, turn heel. Come on up. Heel. Toes. Put it down. Ward off, turn the back heel. Alright. Let me cover this real quick. As we we're here. Right here. As we turn, right, the hip needs to be open enough that it will turn to go this way, right? Your step here doesn't change. So I'm here, heel, toe, turn hip, go that way. Heel, toe. Now, back heel. It's just that much. My foot's still at 45, this one's straight. Step in, ward off. This is ward off. Pull down. Press. Palms together. Shift back. And push. When we step, excuse me, when we step through, right? Yeah, this is a good place. 1, 2. Make sure that your foot is well placed so that as you turn your heel, you end up in a good solid stance. Tai Chi stance, 60 on the front, 40 on the back, one fist in between both the heel of the back foot and the heel of the front foot if I pull my foot straight back. Right there, okay? So make sure, you can measure it from your hip, right? But as you put that foot down, make sure that you have it in a good position so that you can turn here. Ward off. Pump. Pump. G. On. Different than Yang style, which is what I started to do. Alright? 1, 2. Ward off, shift back. I'm still going to come through here with ward off, right? Open, down, up, down, press, down, forward. The direction, down and up, pong, down and forward, ein, pong, ward off, ein, push. Keep that in mind as we go through, all right? From yes, hand strum the lute. Ready? And shift forward. 1, 2, 3. Ready? And 4. Turn. 1, 2. Shift and come back. U, G, and. Do it again. Hand strum the lute. 1, 2, 3. Turn. And back around. Heel. Toes. Step. Ward off, pull down. Shift back. Ward off. Pull down. Press. And push. Alright. This would be where I would stop and say, does anybody have any questions? Or I would turn around and I would say, okay, you do it. Let me watch. That's I wish I was doing that right now. Okay, so the sequence of movements that we have up to this point keeps us pretty much in the same spot. If you're doing this with me or you're watching the video, you will see that whatever background I have, right? And I'm in a real room and real space, right? So whatever is here in the room with me, it didn't move. And it didn't move because I didn't move. It's not a fake Zoom thing. It's real. It really. So as we start to move through space, right? This is where we start to do it. Right here, right now. This is the sequence. All right. Right here. Okay, now, I'm laughing because there are any number of interpretations of that move. Okay, it's a relatively straightforward combination if everything else is working well. If it's not, it can look like a plate of spaghetti. What do we do? Alright, so I'm going to slow it down. We're here, just did push. Both hands together. Watch my foot, watch the hands. Step behind. Turn 1, 2, 3. All right, now I slowed it way down. I did. I slowed it way down. The turning of the hands goes with the step. Okay, so there's one step, 3 turns. That was 5. It's 3. Okay? Down, step, back, that's 1, 1, 2, 3. Alright? The hands stay together. You want to think about connecting the Lao Gong in both hands with the lower Tantien as we go through this turn. This is also potentially the size of for the distance between a wrist and an elbow. Yeah, ouch. Okay, there's also an opportunity for a head, hold the ball is the head, right? So we got the ball. Little flip, maybe go that way, maybe go that way. Yeah, you're going somewhere. Alright, so paying attention to, this is not we're not out here with this. We're not doing some kind of, this is like, no, I'm never going to try that with somebody that big. Not going to happen. Okay, it's not going to happen. Do something else, but not that. Alright, so keep the hands close together. Keep the Lao Gong connected to the lower Tantien. And the left hand, yin fish. Right hand is the yang fish. And they work together. Make the connection. Go this way. Push. Shift back. Slow. Turn. And 1, 2, step, 3. Again, and 3 times. Push, shift back, turn, 1, 1, 2, 3. Pay attention to your weight transfer. And shift, 1, 2, 3. Alright, relax for a minute. We're going to do the whole thing. As you step through in the middle of this, as we're here, yeah, I can do this with my coffee in my hand. As you step through, okay, I'm here. As I step through, place this, plant this foot. Because you have to be able to turn into and move the other foot. Right? Setting yourself, I talked about this with basic practice and a lot of the basic sets. Setting yourself up for what you're going to do next is really important. Especially as we are moving a little more quickly. If you are not well placed, when you move slowly, if you're not well placed, you will fall over. When you move quickly, if you cannot find that center immediately, you will fall over. Both forms of practice are important. Just this last part, Shuang Wan Shou. We haven't done Dan Wan Shou, single cloud hands. This is double cloud hands. Push. Not too fast. And shift back. Watch where your right foot goes. And step through. is. Okay, and from here, just watch. Twist. And both hands come out on the other side. There could be something in either hand, or it could simply be choice of target. Alright? It needs to be solid. Be over, right? Be over your leg. Make it solid. No, yes. Force goes in this direction, not that way. Turn 1, 2, step and turn. That yin fish, yang fish. 1, 2, 3. Alright? 1, 2, 3. Push. Step back. Set. 1, 2, and 3. One more time. Alright. Relax for a second. Pay attention to, need to pay attention to the hacker that's disrupting my feed over here. Alright, pay attention to, as we move through the turn, alright, as we move through the turn, pay attention to keeping your hips up so that your legs can move under you, and open so that you have the ability to turn in the waist. Stand straight, feet together. Excuse me, try again. Stand straight, feet together. Pull up through the crown of the head. Salute. Shift onto the right. Open the left. And turn. Pull in. Press out. Turn. Shift. And down. Turn. Push. And down. Turn. Shift. And 1, 2, 3. Pull down. Turn. Palm turned over. And turn front. 1, 2, 3. Circle. Double punch. Shift. Step under, hamstring the glute, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn around. Ward off. Palm, U, G, and turn. 1, 2, and 3. Relax. Alright. We've covered a lot this morning. I'm going to get back to it tomorrow. Pay a little bit more attention tomorrow to some of what I'm doing here with the waist and how that turning helps with the dynamic of the move, both the physical dynamic as well as the internal dynamic, the internal energy, and how that works. I'm focused on that tomorrow. I'm also going to be paying attention to whatever is going on with the connection here. I'll be back tomorrow. Taiji. Wednesday, Xingyi. Thursday and Friday, Qigong. And fingers crossed, by Wednesday, I'll be back in the other studio. And my car will be fixed. Appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Bye.